Okay, hi guys. In many of my vlogs in the past, I've always shown you I'm drinking coffee, or here and there I'm drinking bits of coffee, making a cup of coffee or whatever. Now I do really like good coffee. Problem is I don't tend to always drink good coffee because good coffee is a lot of hard work.
God damn, Jimmy. This some serious gourmet shit. Me and Vincent would have been satisfied with some freeze-dried Taster's Choice, right?
I don't need you to tell me how fucking good my coffee is, okay? I'm the one who buys it. I know how good it is. When Bonnie goes shopping, she buys shit. I buy the gourmet expensive stuff because when I drink it, I want to taste it. But you know what's on my mind right now? It ain't the coffee in my kitchen. It's the dead.
What I mean by that is I have a filter maker. So I have a filter coffee maker, which I've had for years. Got a message on it from my ex-wife, just keep her sort of like know what's going on with it. But when you're on your own, drinking filter coffee is a bit of a faff because that coffee maker is a bit too much for one person to make coffee with. Although, as I said, I really like good coffee and I actually have a lot of good coffee in the house. I've actually just got some Starbucks house blend. The other one I've got is a Starbucks Cafe Verona. Also, in the fridge, some Lavazza, Torino, Italy. And then just for the sake of it, another Italian coffee, this time in a tin, Illy ground coffee. If you leave the filter coffee maker on to keep the coffee hot, it sort of overcooks the coffee, sort of like burns the coffee as such if you leave it on too long. And of course you can't drink a whole jug, 6 cups or so of it in a quick space of time. So it's only really if you've got family that drink coffee, or friends, or if I was with somebody, obviously the person I love, if I was with her, she did drink coffee. Strangely enough, the only girlfriend I've ever had that actually drank coffee. So I said on my own, I don't normally go for instant coffee. Again, I go for barista style, so I've got Kenko Americano Intense during the day. At night, if I'm doing some editing or stuff, then I'll drink after 10 o'clock, it'll be decaf Americano. So I've just bought a nice little one from Asda and a medium-sized one. Like I didn't realise they did different sizes, so that's ideal just to make one cup. It will go through the filter coffee properly, so I can actually start using the filter coffee and drinking it without having to worry about making the whole thing and then wasting it. Plus I can't find the filters for the filter maker anyway, to be honest with you, although I could buy some more easily, obviously. One of those things also sort of spurred me on a little bit was the fact I remember a while back I showed you these over Christmas. I bought these copper measuring spoons. One of them obviously is a tablespoon for measuring out 1 tablespoonful of ground coffee, filter coffee for a cup of coffee. Whilst out buying the cafetières in Asda, I also saw some iridescent stuff. One of the only places that does them. They do some kitchen tools like spatulas, measuring spoon, like a ladle, that sort of thing in iridescent. They do a knife and fork set, which is quite nice, but it's expensive. And again, I don't need a whole set, a 16-piece set for one person. And they also do some chopping knives, some really nice sharp knives, and a pair of scissors in iridescent. So it's coming in. One of the things also whilst I was there, because like you do, and I haven't got one, this will probably go to work with me, I've got a lovely iridescent mug now. So that is most likely going to end up at work. Also, what do you think of the t-shirt? Green Puma t-shirt. This was actually bought for me by a 5-year-old. It was his own choice as well. And I mean definitely bought, it wasn't a choice of an adult. Obviously an adult took him to the shop, but he actually chose my top because it's green. He likes green, obviously knows I like green. Although I only see them once a week and sometimes it's not for very long, they clearly know I like green and what I like the look of. He did also choose me again on his own. So although he was with a parent, the parent didn't make the choice for him and actually took it off him 3 times. He bought me a belt. Now the belt he bought, it was an Avengers Ensemble belt because it was red. So it had the red Avengers labelled on it. He picked it up, took it to the counter. Apparently it was taken back off him and put back again. So he took it back again to the counter, and he was told that it, probably wouldn't be suitable because, your dad's not going to like an ensemble belt, although I did actually really like it. So of course, his mum never really knew what I liked and what I didn't like anyway. So she sort of hid it somewhere it was in Sports Direct, and she sort of hid it sort of miles away over with some clothes and stuff, so he wouldn't go and get it. And he still went and dragged it out, got it and brought it back to the counter, so he ended up buying it for me. The only thing, as he's 5, his reading isn't that brilliant, and he ended up buying me a 7 to 11-year-old belt, which sort of just come round like, you know, it didn't fit at all, unfortunately, so I've given it to his brother, and it was just nice of him to choose. I mean, I don't get to spend time with the kids like I would like to. When I originally split up, we split up in 2015, the plan was then to spend time with Leanne, get a place with Leanne, we'd have our own place, and then the kids would come over and stay with us. We'd have our own kids, hopefully, they would, you know, mix together and whatever. Obviously none of that works, so I'm here. The kids don't stay with me, the kids don't come over and stay with me because they've got nowhere to put them. So everything I had planned from them, unfortunately, didn't really work out. As with a load of other things I had plans for, you know, I've had plans for lots of things since, well, for a long time, since 2010. I mean, you know, I put on my Facebook a few times and put other things saying I haven't kissed anybody since May the 3rd, 2017 when I split up with Leanne, but realistically, I've only, since 2010, I've only kissed one person. So, you know, it's a long time. I mean, it's 10 years now, just with one person on my mind, one person that I wanted to be with. But, you know, obviously it's lovely for the kids to get me clothes, and I like the idea of it. It's something sensible for a change. This one, again, he just picked this off the shelf. It actually fits. I mean, this is a large, which I normally take extra large, so, but I'm not too fat in it. Well, at least I hope I don't look too fat in it. I suppose I do look a bit fat, obviously. I mean, I haven't got round to going to the gym or doing any exercise of any sort yet. It's winter up here. I don't really bother. I don't care what I look like or whether I'm alive or dead or all that sort of stuff. So I will go to the gym. I must admit, I will start going to the gym this year. I will go to maybe Pure Gym if I can. I do want to get fitter.
You mind if I have some of your tasty beverage to wash this down?
Satisfying pressing that down, I must admit. So I'm going to drink the coffee and eat a Bakewell tart, which I tend to do quite a bit. If you see me in my video from Brighton, you'll see me in one coffee place. I was in a really nice coffee place, lovely place in Hove, and again had really nice Bakewell tarts and coffee. I had some really intense coffee. Thanks for watching, guys. I will get back to a more normal sort of video again after this one. I'll do another, probably try and get some stuff outdoors. As the weather's getting better, I may really start getting outdoors again and doing some more drone shots and some more footage outside. But we'll see how it goes.
Garçon, coffee! This place.
Garçon means boy.